Hello guys, si Kersan Velasco ulit ito at welcome sa unang episode ng bago nating laro tayo series, ang laro tayo ng Cathy Rain, The Director's Cut. Dapat kasi guys, maglalaro tayo ngayon ng dahil tapos na ako doon sa Dicey Dungeons, dapat ipapalit ko doon MMORPG. Classic na MMORPG, kaya lang wala, hindi pwede may issues kasi yung game pay to win. Pay to win. Ayoko ng pay to win kaya ito na lang, magkano na lang muna tayo, point and click adventure game. So unang episode natin to, so start natin itong game na to.
Hey, you!
Hey. Oh, man.
Nakapahinga muna tayo.
God, this is so comfy. I'm just gonna lie here and suffocate on my own vomit now.
I had a thing I wanted to tell you.
Uh-huh. This room sure looks different when it's spinning.
So, I was browsing through the used book ads in the paper when
Listen, Eileen, I'm totally excited about books right now, but...
Wait, hear me out! So, I noticed this article about a war veteran from Conwell Springs who just died. I remembered that you used to live there and everything, and...
Oh, how I wish for joyful, blissful sleep.
And get this! His name was Joseph. Joseph Rain.
What did you just say?
You knew him, right? I knew it! I knew you'd know him.
Tsaka guys, pahinga na rin muna ako sa games na nagbabasa ako, so at least ito may dialogue, so medyo hindi ko na masyadong kailangan magbasa-basa, so yung mga options na lang if ever. Okay, anong sasagot natin sa kanya? Yeah, he is. He was my grandfather. I really don't want to talk about it. I haven't seen him since I was a kid, a lifetime ago. So ito na lang muna. Ano ba pwede sagot natin dito? Ito dahil naantok siya so ito na lang muna.
I really don't want to talk about it. Hey, wait a minute. I never told you where I grew up.
Oh, well, I might have sort of looked you up.
That is not cool, Eileen. Seriously.
I just couldn't help myself.
Well, one of these days you're gonna help yourself to a restraining order. I'm just telling you this as a friend.
I know. Well, anyway, you should know that the funeral is tomorrow.
Okay.
Are you gonna go?
I don't know. Good night, Eileen.
Good night, Kathy.
September 25th, 1995, day 1.
Oh, God, make it stop.
Instructions.
Looks like Eileen left a note for me here. Hi, Kat. Since it's such a long drive, I set the alarm so you won't miss the funeral. Thank me later. E. I'm so getting a new roommate. Well, I guess I should get going. I'm late enough as it is.
Spacebar. Interactables in the room. Dami check natin yung computer.
Eileen borrowed it from school. She takes a bunch of computer classes. I'm no geek, but I know how to use one. A computer, that is. Not a geek. Our room phone. It's got an external line. I don't need to make any calls right now. It's some advanced scanner thingy.
Palibasa 1995 nga so medyo bago pa yung mga technology na yan. So Printer.
Color printer. Super fancy, apparently. A fact which Eileen loves to remind me of. Eileen's obnoxious alarm clock. The noise makes me want to stab myself with something dull.
Emo girl. Emo girl kasi to si, si Kathy eh. Suitcase.
Eileen's girly suitcase. There's a sticker on it with her full name. Eileen Mildred Summers. Mildred! Oh my god, I'm gonna get her for that. I wish I could wrap up that fact and save it for Christmas. Eileen makes her bed with surgical precision. I'm fairly sure it's about some guy who falls in love with his golden retriever. Makeup check, hair check, horrible mood and contempt for humanity check. We meet again, Mr. Bear. Don't give me that look. It's not my fault you ended up so close to my lighter.
Ano pa ba? Closet. Check natin.
Eileen's closet, filled to the brink with inherited clothes and Christian joy.
Dalawa yung poster.
I'm fairly sure it's about some guy who falls in love with his golden retriever. That movie's not out yet. It's a promo poster Eileen got for being an extra. She tells everyone who walks in here the same joke. Spoiler alert, the boat sinks. Honestly, she can believe in what she wants as long as she doesn't try to shove it down my throat. Eileen's schedule. There's a note for today. Set alarm clock for Kathy. Can't have her miss the funeral.
I miss pang poster.
I think that movie is about a girl and a boy who hate each other at first and then they fall in love for no reason at all. Oh, wait. That's every romantic comedy ever. Messy. Just the way I like it. Just some random band poster. Pulp Fiction. Love that flick. My electric guitar. Got it cheap from a lesbian I met at a concert. Helped me get rid of my last two roommates. The Thing. One of my favorite horror movies.
Okay, wala na.
Ugh, just my luck.
Do you know why I pulled you over, ma'am?
You need directions to the nearest donut shop. It's got to be it's got to be to compliment me on my driving, right? The ticket quota of yours wasn't gonna fill itself. Ito na lang.
It's gotta be to compliment me on my driving, right?
Trying to be a smartass, ma'am? Nobody likes a smartass. Do you know how fast you were going?
Yes.
And?
Yes, sir?
A smartass playing dumb. Aren't you just a perfect blend of obnoxious?
I guess so. Look, I'm really sorry, officer. I'm in a huge hurry to this thing, and the road has been empty for miles. You know how it is.
Well, what I do know is that the speed limit here is 65. I clocked you at 77. You're getting a ticket.
Oh, to the movies? I prefer horror flicks.
Regular comedian, huh? Don't quit your day job.
Pasaway. Umpisa pa lang. Ay, teka lang. Nakalimutan ko na mag-setup ng timer. Dali lang. Setup lang ako ng timer. Teka.
Well, here we are after a 40-minute drive and a harebrained speeding ticket. God, I really need a smoke. Does anyone object? Guess not. Dead people rule.
Okay. Ano meron sa backpack natin? Notebook, stun gun, pack of cigarettes, Zippo lighter. Gusto daw niya mag-smoke. Sige.
My trusty Zippo. The only thing my deadbeat dad left me. There's a crude inscription, BH, which is a mystery to me. I just had one. I need to get to the funeral.
Okay.
No time for that now. I'm late for the funeral.
Titingnan ko sana yung mga tombstones eh.
We are gathered here today to honor a person of great integrity, a pillar of the community, and a decorated war hero. His name was Joseph Irving Rain. We all remember his warm heart, his compassion, and his eagerness to help others. His passing, while our loss, is surely heaven's gain. Now we entrust our brother Joseph to God's mercy. We commit his body to the ground, earth to earth, ashes to ashes, dust to dust. In sure and certain hope of the resurrection to eternal life through our Lord Jesus Christ, who will transform our frail bodies so that they may be conformed to his glorious body, who died, was buried, and rose again for us. To him be glory forever. Amen.
Oh, Kathy, you big baby, just talk to her. Excuse me? Mrs. Rain?
Have we met, Anna? You look strangely familiar.
It's me. It's Catherine.
Catherine who?
You don't recognize me? I guess it's been a while. I might be a bit taller than you remember me.
Kathy? Bless my soul. Look at you, all grown up. Oh, how I wish Joseph could see you now, finally coming home.
Let's hope he can. Wherever he is.
A comforting thought, dear. Lord, how long has it been? 10 years? 15?
15 sounds about right. I was 6 when Mom took me away.
Goodness, we have some catching up to do then. I want to know everything. Listen, I'm not quite ready to leave yet, but why don't you join me at the house in half an hour?
Sure, I'd love to. I passed it on my way here. It shouldn't be too hard to find.
I'll see you soon then. I'm so glad you found your way back home. I can't wait for us to have a chance to talk.
Same here. See you in a bit. Rest in peace, Grandpa. I wish things could have been different.
Joseph Irving Rain. March 17, 1924, September 18, 1995. Elizabeth Parker John ba yun? Elizabeth Parker. July 30, 1915, March 18, 1975. Eric Mitchell, March 5, 1915, October 4, 1976. Stephen Cummings. November 1946, March 26, 1992.
A family mausoleum. It says, price. The family must have been fairly rich. Those things don't come cheap.
I'm sorry for your loss.
Thanks.
If you wish to find God, the Church of the Holy Trinity is always open to you.
Is that so?
Here, have a brochure. It's never too late to turn away from a path of sin.
And what makes you think so sure I'm on a sinful path, Father? Wouldn't you say that prejudice is but a small step from the 7 big ones? You're not familiar with the concept of a lost cause, are you? No sin? But what am I supposed to do for fun? Okay, ito ng number 1 na lang.
And what makes you so sure I'm on a sinful path, Father? Wouldn't you say that prejudice is but a small step from the 7 big ones?
I simply meant that we are all sinful creatures, child. I hope to see you at the church.
Don't get your hopes up, buddy.
I'll pray for you. I wish you comfort in this time of grief.
Ito option. Bike selection. Pwede palitan yung bike. Okay So, punta tayo sa house.
Grandma, anybody home?
May pamphlet na yun.
It's the brochure that priest gave me at the funeral. The logo stands out, but other than that, it's just the usual church mumbo-jumbo. Washing away your sins, salvation, blah blah. There's also an address at the bottom. You know, if I ever feel like getting my God on. Huh. Good old Satan. Better get his snowmobile ready for that day. Cute red horse. It's some old Swedish thing, I think. This paint looks fresh. Grandma must have had this restored recently. A mere single pair of boots on display. Boy, do we live in different worlds. There's nothing quite like the soothing sound of rain falling on a window. Nice black leather coat. Right up my alley. Dog fighting. Grandpa used to love that stuff. An old wheelchair. Not too dusty. Grandpa must have used it towards the end. A small table lamp. A wedding photo from when my grandparents married. They look younger than I am now. Things have sure changed. It's a photo of this very farm from way back. It says June 12, 1910 in the corner. Some kind of winter forest scene. I've always wondered if it's supposed to be Conwell Woods or not. I don't have anything to search for yet.
Natin yung dorm room.
I don't have anything to talk about with E right now.
Okay, so wala.
I shouldn't overstay my welcome.
So, something ako na nasa taas eh.
Oh, hello, dear. I was just wondering what took you so long.
Sorry, I couldn't resist taking that old wheelchair for a spin. Oh, don't give me that look. I put it back.
You haven't changed one bit. Always kidding around, just like when you were little. Come have a seat. We have so much to talk about. So, now, tell me about your life in the city.
Oh, there's not much to tell. I'm going to school for journalism. It's my second year. I ride a motorcycle in case you missed it there out front.
Ah, that's right. Just like your father.
Yeah, I suppose.
I must ask, have you heard anything from your father? Anything at all?
No, nothing since he bailed way back then.
I expected as much. He disappeared without a trace. No matter, that's ancient history. How's Sharon, then?
Tell the truth, you had her committed to a mental institution? Avoid the subject. No reason to bring it up now. Ito na lang muna.
Mom's good. Yeah. She's kind of between jobs right now, but things are okay.
I'm glad to hear it. I was worried about how you two would cope in the city, considering Sharon's problems.
Yeah, about that. I'm sorry I didn't visit sooner, Grandma. Mom, she told me all these horrible lies about you and Grandpa. When I was old enough to understand what she was doing, I felt like it was much too late.
It wasn't your fault, dear. You were a child. I'm just happy that you're here now.
Me too. So, what about you? How have you been doing all these years?
I've been lonely ever since the accident. There's no denying that.
What accident?
Goodness gracious. Of course you don't know. She took you away before it all happened.
Don't know what?
I will never forget that dreadful day. August 16th, 1981. It was the middle of the night when Sheriff Truman knocked on our door. He had Joseph with him. I couldn't even recognize Joseph at first, all dirty and wet with an awful blank stare on his face, like his soul had been ripped from his body. Since that day, he never spoke a word, forever confined to that blasted wheelchair.
Really? For all this time? I had no idea.
It came as a shock to all of us.
That's horrible, Grandma. I'm so sorry.
Thank you, dear.
Itong minark na to, ano yan? Topics para i-discuss. So,
What do you think about this church, Grandma?
They seem harmless to me, but they can be a bit pushy at times.
Huh, you could say that. Handing out pamphlets at funerals is in pretty bad taste.
Awfully strange behavior for a priest, I'll give you that.
pakita natin yung lighter.
I don't want to show her that.
Bakit?
I don't want to show her that. She'll just start worrying about me.
Etong ano, yung stun gun.
I don't want to show her that. She'll just start worrying about me.
Oh well, sige. Tanong natin yung tungkol sa 81.
Why do you think Grandpa suddenly left that night in 81?
I haven't the faintest idea. He acted very peculiar not long before it happened, disappearing for hours at a time. At first, I even suspected he was having an affair. When I asked him about it, he just said he was chasing old demons. Must have had something to do with the war.
Post-traumatic stress disorder. What did the doctor say? What about the police? Police muna.
What did Sheriff Truman have to say about the matter?
Not much. He said they simply found Joseph in that condition on the outskirts of town. The sheriff was convinced there was some kind of foul play involved, but the investigation turned up nothing. He later said that he was sorry, but that he was forced to close the case.
Ang sabi ng mga doktor?
What did the doctors have to say about Grandpa's condition?
Persistent vegetative state. That's what they call it. I've heard it all by now. One doctor said it was a stroke. Another claimed it was a seizure. The third hack tried to sell it off as a severe infection. It's all a load of tripe. I had an MRI performed on Joseph. It's one of those state-of-the-art head scans.
Yeah, I've heard of them.
Yes, well, according to the scan, his brain was completely intact. They thought it was a technical problem at the time, some kind of glitch, but the result was the same after 3 different scans on 3 different machines. Eventually, they had to confess that they simply had no credible explanation for the state he was in.
And this injury just happened to occur on the very same night he mysteriously disappears?
Indeed. I refuse to believe it was a coincidence.
Hindi man siguro yan. Malabo.
Maybe it was post-traumatic stress disorder? Grandpa always had a hard time showing weakness.
I don't know, dear. I'm just speculating. I didn't think too much of it at the time. Joseph was a man of few words. I'm sure he just didn't wish to burden me with it, whatever it was.
You know, I could try to find out more about this.
You're welcome to try, dear. Some kind of closure would mean the world to me.
Okay, I think I'll head over to the sheriff's station for a little chat then. Would be nice to witness police doing some actual police service for once.
Sure, you go ahead. Let me know if I can be of any more help.
See you later, Grams.
Take care, dear.
Ano ba mga pwedeng tignan dito? Window.
There's nothing quite like the soothing sound of rain falling on a window. There are a few things I need to ask you, Grandma.
Very well, dear.
Tinignan ko lang yung
Well,
couch.
gotta go, Grams. Talk to you later.
Bye, Kathy.
Grandma has prepared some tea for us. A decent-sized book collection. Most of them science or history-related from the looks of it.
That's where the nice china is kept, only for special occasions. I have yet to see it outside the cabinet. A painting of a blue sky with clouds. Probably supposed to be a backdrop for those angels. Grandma always had a penchant for little angel figurines like these. I bet E would love them.
An intricate toy airplane with moving parts. I remember playing with that. Grandpa had a whole collection of them. Planes, planes, and more planes. Grandpa in his Air Force uniform looks to be in his early 20s. Nice leather chair. Freckles, the old farm cat, used to love that thing. I used to love digging through those drawers when I was a kid, looking for coins, buttons, and trinkets. Planes, planes, and more planes.
Wala na.
Expensive looking scotch. That thing has been standing there forever.
Punta na tayo sa new location. yung sheriff station.
Not their peak hours, it seems. Land of the free.
Hey, Sheriff?
A bunch of cops lining up for a photo.
What bum?
The one in the cell.
Oh, I thought it was with you.
Well,
A medieval fortress near an ocean, probably supposed to be somewhere in Europe. Fax machines, the pinnacle of modern technology. Hi.
hello.
Do I have to commit a crime to get your attention? Because I seriously will.
Ma'am, I'm really quite busy at the moment. Hey, wait! I know you!
I'm pretty sure you don't.
Yes, I do! You're Kathy! Kathy Rain!
My reputation precedes me, in a kind of but not totally creepy way.
Aw, come on, it's me, Lenny! Lenny Marks!
Admit the truth. You have no clue who he is. Pretend to recognize him. Ito na lang.
I'm drawing a blank.
Really? You don't remember us playing when we were little kids?
Not really. Sorry, buddy.
Darn. Well, that's a bummer. Anyway, what can I do for you today?
Pakita natin itong stand gun.
Yeah, that won't get me into trouble at all. What's your opinion on this church?
I think it's a nice enough church. Why?
I don't know. The priest seemed odd. Kinda pushy.
Yeah, I get your point. But I know the guy. He's harmless.
If you say so. I wanted to ask if you know anything about my grandfather's accident.
I really don't know much beyond the rumors. The sheriff may have more information, but even he probably doesn't know anything that isn't in the report. It happened before either of us worked here.
Okay, I think I'll have a chat with the sheriff then.
Sure thing. His office is to your right.
Well, gotta go.
Good luck. Oh, and have a complimentary cup of joe if you want.
Ah, maybe later. Thanks.
Sure thing. See ya.
Lots of police reports. They all look fairly recent, though. Nothing older than 1990.
Check natin yung bulletin board.
Various notices and a wanted poster. Hey, do you mind if I use this phone here?
Sorry, that's not allowed.
Coffee cups, both used and unused. Just your standard coffee maker. What should I do with it?
How's the paperwork coming along, Lenny?
Okay, I guess. Maybe halfway through.
I guess I could mess around with this, but only as a last resort. I should make sure that the cops aren't going to help me willingly
Your
first.
motivation shouldn't be limited by your growling stomach, Lenny.
If you say so, boss.
Just some photo. Nothing special about it. A gold medal of some kind. I guess somebody's a winner. Tons of miscellaneous files. I don't see anything labeled as police reports, so those must be elsewhere.
Oh crap, it's you again.
The smartass returns. You have some more crimes to confess?
Oh, you know, maybe a felony or two.
Wouldn't be surprised. Look, I'm busy here. What do you want?
I just have a few questions, that's all.
Fine. Go ahead.
Subukan na natin.
Yeah, that won't get me into trouble at all. What's your opinion on this church?
Nakakapagduda
It's
nga
a
talaga
fine
eh.
church. I go there myself every Sunday.
Yung
Do you
talagang
know what
question.
happened to Joseph Rain in 81?
He had a stroke in the woods. That's what happened.
If that's all there is, why would Sheriff Truman open an investigation?
It was just standard procedure. A general occurrence report always has to be filed.
I see. Did you know him at all?
No, I haven't been in town for long. Man sure has one hell of a reputation, though. It's been over a decade since he was put in that wheelchair, and people still talk about the man he used to be. It's like he was a cult leader or something.
Sounds like a conspiracy theory to me.
Could be, but you know what they say. Things too good to be true usually are.
Could I have a look at that report?
Absolutely not. They're official police documents.
Why not? I thought filed police reports are public record.
Not in this state, they ain't.
Oh, come on, Sheriff. What's the big deal? But I'm family. Doesn't that count for something? Lenny, a little help here.
But I'm family. Doesn't that count for something?
You consider yourself family? I've never even seen you before in this town.
It's complicated.
Guess what's complicated? Not to mention illegal. Handing out evidence to anyone who asks for it.
Oh, come on, Sheriff. What's the big deal?
Lenny, a little help here?
Nagkamali ka ng
Don't
pindot.
you agree that he's taking by the book too far?
Well, boss, she is his granddaughter, really.
Kamali
I
ka
don't
pindot.
think it's any...
Don't you think I know that? There are rules. Am I the only one in here who cares about the law?
Too much coffee? Try not to pop a vein.
Do you want to see the inside of a cell?
Oh, cuff me, officer. Spare me the torment of your rhetorical questions and veiled threats.
Just follow the rules like everyone else. I've had enough of this nonsense.
Fine.
Tanong natin kay Lenny yung police files.
Hey, Lenny.
Hello, Kathy. What's up?
Hey, I need to see the police report from 81 when my grandfather was found by the old sheriff.
We only keep reports filed after 1990 in here, so I'd have to go check the archives in the other room. If it was up to me, I'd be happy to go take a look, but you heard the sheriff before. I'm sorry, but I can't help you unless he approves it.
Ugh, fine.
Well, gotta go.
See ya.
Looks like talking isn't gonna help me get that report. I'll have to take matters into my own hands.
Okay, subukan natin.
Lenny mentioned that the older police reports are kept in the room behind those doors.
Coffee machine. Subukan natin pakialaman.
Nah, I'm good. Had a cup this morning. I may be able to do something else with the coffee, though. If he wanted coffee, I'm sure he would have taken some already.
Subukan natin sa telephone.
Not a big fan of that idea. I don't think that accomplishes much.
Saan kaya pwede? Plant. Tumalab eh.
Alright, let's see how this plays out.
Lenny, quit loitering and make some goddamn coffee.
10-4, coming right up.
Oh, it better be.
Okay, nakapasok tayo dito. So, check lang yung time natin, guys. Okay. 3 minutes na lang yung time ko eh. So, end na muna natin dito, guys. Save natin. Teka. Okay guys, Kersan Velasquez signing off. Next episode na ulit.